Alright, hi everyone. I'm so excited I can do Pokemon Ultra Moon at a marathon. Normally this game and this category, Team Rainbow Rocket, is 7 hours. But we're only playing the Team Rainbow Rocket part because we get to show off this cool game. So the timer starts when I start moving. I will count down for that, so don't worry about that. And I'll just explain as we go because we got plenty of time to kill. So 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we are playing a post-game save of Pokemon Ultra Moon. We already beat the Elite Four, became the champion, and now we are going to get ready to get into the Team Rainbow Rocket post-game story. Now, to get to that story, we have a couple of quests to do, and we're going to do the first one. It's with Hal and the Ultra Recon Squad, who are outside waiting for us to help them fight some Stack Attacker. So that's what we're going to do. This game is notorious for its cutscenes, so I'll be mashing my DS as much as I can. And we're going to say yes to come along with these weirdos. And we're going to start at the Ancient Pony Path. We're going to avoid a trainer over here. So I need to focus on that because we don't want to get hit. There we go. Go on our Tauros. And that's the first hurdle over with. We're going to go into this cutscene. Welcome to Ultra Moon. There's a reason this category on its own with 80% and everything is a 7-hour category. It's just a lot of talking and not a lot of gaming. But this game has a lot of cool stuff in the 80% run. So I'm very happy I can show it off. We're getting a Type Null. We're not going to be using this Type Null. It's just going to be our pocket monster. Get the joke? Because we're going to be using it to hold items for us throughout the run. So, just going to ignore the Type Null. Keep talking to Wick and to Hal. We're getting a stack of memory disks. Not really that important. What we're going to be doing is we're going to have to fight 2 Stack Attackers. And ultimately, we're supposed to catch them, but the game doesn't care if we catch or if we defeat them. So we're just going to defeat them because that's faster. We will be using a Hawlucha throughout this game, and a Hawlucha in this game is a traded Pokemon from an in-game trade. So it is pretty strong. It always has a really good nature of plus attack, minus speed. It has Unburdened, so whenever it loses its item, its speeds double, so we kind of get over that little speed hurdle. All right, cool. That's our first Stack Attacker. And finally, the best part about Hawlucha for this run is that it's not called Hawlucha. It's not called Cha, if you know the run. No. It's called Frikandel. So say hi to Frikandel. It's gotta be our Pokemon. So we're hoping Stack Attacker does Iron Head, which it does. This is the perfect RNG, so we can finish it off. Because otherwise we have to use High Jump Kick, and if we miss High Jump Kick, we take a lot of damage because we have a high attack stat, and we don't like that. So that's the first Stack Attacker. We just have to get through the second one. There's just more cutscene because Hal has caught a Stack Attacker. Here we go. So we have to do one more. And then after this, we kind of kickstart the Team Rainbow Rocket questline. And we got 2 Stack Attackers in a row. That's the perfect RNG. We just need a good fight. But knowing my luck, it's probably going to go for Iron Defense, which is what we don't want to see. If it goes for Iron Defense, I kind of have to do a High Jump Kick to get through it faster, but I'm gonna be safe. I'm going to just break it regardless of what it does. It won't kill the... Oh, okay, we'll take that. Okay, good time save. That is the first quest done. So now we have a whole bunch more talking. So while we're talking, if there's any messages you want to read, Xoneris, go for it now. Otherwise, I can just keep explaining.
Yeah, sure. I just want to remind everybody that since presumably people watching are interested in Pokemon, we have a donation incentive for another Pokemon game coming up a little bit later today, which... actually, not a Pokemon game. It's a Super Metroid Dread. It's a Nintendo game. The same thing, right?
Close
Almost.
enough.
Close enough. Metroid Dread, we got a donation incentive for that for the language. There's a million different languages you can choose. Currently, Spanish is in the lead with Korean following it, but we got French, we got Chinese, we got German, we got Italian, So if you fancy any of those languages during some Metroid action, then you should get your donations in. That will be in about, let's see, 3.5 hours from now about. And yeah, so get your donations in. Talking about donations, you know how the deal is. Pokemon runs, how about, small little donation? Let us know. What is your favorite Pokemon? How about that?
Absolutely. All right. So we are now in the Festival Plaza. This is normally the social element to this video game. But it's been invaded by this strange guy with a rainbow R on his chest. And he's claiming to be from Team Rainbow Rocket. And our quest here is to stop them from taking over the Festival Plaza. So right now we can't use our Pokemon. They have locked us from our Pokemon entirely. So we have to fight another way to fight them and to stall them. So Sophocles, the guy that we're with, can go ahead and unlock the Battle Plaza for us again, or the Festival Plaza. So we're going to be using the Battle Agency. Now the Battle Agency will have random Pokemon, and we're just going to pick the first Pokemon. This is all just RNG. Now, the Team Rainbow Rocket we're going to be fighting has 3 Pokemon, Eradicate, a Golbat, and an Arbok. And he can throw those out in any order. The ability is random too. Sometimes Arbok has Intimidate, other times it has an ability that makes you not be able to use berries, Unnerve. It's a little bit all over the place and it can get a little hectic. But we have 2 random NPCs with us and they can have a really good Pokemon with them. And it's completely RNG. Last time I ran this, one of these guys just had a Latios and I didn't even know. So before I start fighting, first we're going to hope that they throw the Golbat because we have the type advantage. That would be great to have. Also, banger of a song. Oh, Golbat. That's perfect. Okay. All right. So we're going to go in with the Lycanroc. And Lycanroc has a Cell Rock. So it's a priority move. We always go first. So we're just going to be spamming this until Golbat is down. Of course, it has Rocky Helmet and I'm toxic. So Lycanroc is not having a good time over here, but that's okay. Because I'm going to look if I can switch it into something else. We got Eradicate, so let's hope we have a battle type, fighting type. We have Gallade, and we'll take Gallade. This is perfect. Because I think Gallade has fighting type moves and psychic type moves, which would be perfect. Just to fight. Attack. Wow, okay, this is a really good Gallade. Does not have a fighting type move, but that's okay. Let's just hope it can hold out just a little. Oh, why did I pick that? That was really bad. Okay, we hit it anyway. Okay, that was a really bad move to pick, but we win anyway. Okay, we're not done yet. We still got the Arbok, but this should, by all means, one-hit KO. Although we did lose our boost. Okay, perfect. That was really good RNG. Completely random fight. Perfect. All right, and now we're gonna mash through another cutscene. You know how it is. So these guys, they've invaded the Festival Plaza. We don't know where they came from. They've never been in this world before. So I'm gonna explain a little bit what Team Rainbow Rocket is because, you know, you guys don't know who they are. This is a completely random team and nobody really is able to run these games at a marathon. So I'm hoping I can give you a little bit of exposition. So maybe we could see this in other marathons. So Team Rainbow Rocket is the ultimate villain team, as they put it. It is a team consisting of bad guys from across the generations. So every generation has an enemy that is representing Team Rainbow Rocket. So you will have enemies from, obviously, Generation 1, which is Giovanni. We will have, and it's also representing Generation 2. Generation 3, we have both Team Aqua and Team Magma represented. Generation 4, we do have Team Galactic represented. We also have Generation 5 represented, Team Plasma. And we also have Team Flare represented. And Generation 7 is already in this game, which is the Aether Foundation. You see these guys here. They used to be very evil, but now they're doing better. And you're going to see something very interesting in the top right in a little bit. It's going to be an interesting shape in the sky over there. And that is the explanation of how Team Rainbow Rocket got here. Team Rainbow Rocket has been going across universes to steal technology to improve their team. And they want to steal the wormhole technology from the Ava Foundation because this is the best version of that technology. And now we officially start the Rainbow Rocket quest. So we're going to go out. And we're going to go ahead and help Lily, who's going to go through the door any second now. And Lily, for those who haven't played Ultra Moon or Sun and Moon, Lily is the daughter of Lucamine, who was the villain of this game, the main villain. And she wants us to help her mother. So we're going to go out, and before we do anything, if you've seen a Pokemon run before, you know what this is about. We're going to go to the store. Now, in this game, there are no HMs. Instead, you have help Pokemon. This was the first generation that did that. So what we're going to go ahead and do is use the Charizard that we have that we can use. Go in here, and we're going to buy a lot of items. So the first couple items I need is 1x speed. And then I need 21 Ds. And I need 1x accuracy just to be safe, in case there is a nasty Weavile that will stall us. And then over here, I need 2 Adrenaline Orbs, because there are 2 fights coming up where we need to fight a Myena twice with Intimidate. And what Adrenaline Orb does when we have it equipped is it increases our speed, which is definitely what we need on this Hawlucha, who's a little slow. Now we're going to go to the Ava Foundation. And if you've guessed it already, we're going to have another cutscene. So, Xoneris, go ahead, read out any donations that you have. Well, I'm going to go mash through this next cutscene.
All right, I got you. There's a very wholesome donation here, I think.
Uh-oh.
We have €8.40 from Pastel Punk.
I know what this is.
Saying, gotta do a Pokemon number for each run of Pokemon I watch. 570 for Zorua, which is my favorite, and 263 for my partner's favorite, Zigzagoon. I rounded up. I see her in real life for the first time in October. And I'm counting the days.
All the way to the big Australia, baby. 40-hour flight. It's gonna be okay. All right.
Yeah, thank you very much for that donation, and please keep the Pokemon-related donations coming. I'd love to read them out.
All right, I want to do something, but I have to mash for cutscene. Okay, let me go ahead and just lose time on this, honestly, because they absolutely... Oh, that is... I'm not touching the lower screen. Frikandel, I need your item. Thank you. All right, cool. And then we're just going to encounter these grunts. Cool. Love you. All right, so... we're finally going to start our Team Rainbow Rocket raid. So, these guys, what's really fun about this final bit of the game is that all the puzzles and fights are like a reference to other games or a Team Rocket trope. So the first Team Rocket trope that we have to deal with is the classic Cerulean Bridge. So they're all lined up and you're just going up. And every guy you fight is a Team Rainbow Rocket grunt, which is very cool. We are unequipping the Grip Claw because we are abusing the mechanic within Acrobatics. Acrobatics is a flying type move, which has 55 power, and its powers doubles if the user is not holding an item. The Hawlucha is using Fling strats. So we are going to be using that Grip Claw in the first upcoming battle in a bit to go ahead and use it for Fling, because Grip Claw deals the maximum damage. Then we gain a speed boost from Unburden, and then we also have the attack boost within Acrobatics. It's a killer combo, essentially. So now we are just going to be using Acrobatics on all these grunts. And another part of Pokemon game speedruns, as you know, is that we have to do a lot of PowerPoint management. So each move has a set amount of PowerPoints. Acrobatics only has 15, and it will be our most used move throughout this entire run. So after this fight, not only are we going to equip the Grip Claw for the upcoming Faber fight, we will also be going ahead and using a PP Max on Acrobatics. So there's the Golbat. These guys are pretty nasty, but luckily our Hawlucha is just too strong for them. So there goes the Golbat. And after this, we're going to equip the Grip Claw to Hawlucha and using a PP Max. So, go into the bag. And you can see how we're just using type null here. So need to go in, not in here. It's in here. Bag does keep. All right, cool. Perfect. So now completely set up for the Faber fight, and we're just going to go in. So this Faber fight is deadly. Because it's a double battle, and our partner, Lily, is not very good at this game. So she will not be of any help. And the Gramble has Intimidate, so we have to use an X attack. There's also a Claydol on the other team, which is super effective against Hawlucha. So there's a lot of juggling, essentially, that we have to do, which is a bit rough. But we're going to try our best to go through this smoothly. Essentially, we want to use Fling as soon as possible because Claydol, or not Claydol, Granbull is using Snarl, which will lower our special attack, and Fling is using special attack for it. But I'm gonna go against the grain. I have an idea. It's probably a bad idea, but it's an idea. Watch this. It's gonna be a really bad idea. But we're gonna do it anyway. See, since Granbull only lowers my attack stat, technically, I can use Fling first turn without any Snarls. So, what if we just take out the Claydol as soon as oh, it used X defense? Okay. All right, this was a terrible idea. But that's okay. We're just gonna pop some extra X attacks for this time. It's fine. It's one turn. We're just gonna pop 2 of these just to go against the X defense as well. Perfect. So let's see if we can use our acrobatics here on the wrong. Ooh, uh-oh. Okay, that was the wrong Pokemon to take out. We're gonna be fine. But this is going pretty terrible right now. See, we're not supposed to attack the Grunt at all, and I mashed through it. That's okay. The Shidtronic is an issue. We are hoping the Claydol does not take us out with Extrasensory. But I think it's seeing a kill, and that's really bad. We have a Scrafty on the other team. We're going to use a full restore. And we are just essentially in panic mode right now. This is really bad. That's fine. That's also fine. That's also fine. Perfect. Let's take out the Scrafty. I don't want that to hang around here. Okay. Now we need to take out the Claydol, who popped an X defense, which is really bad. So let's see. Okay. All right, we're saved. Okay, it's fine. We're perfectly fine. Now we have a Hypno. This guy is pretty nasty too. Please be out. Cool. And now all we have left is a Bruxish. That should be fine too. Cool thing about Frikandel, the Hawlucha, is because it's a traded Pokemon, it gains an XP buff. So we gain more XP overall than we normally would on our Pokemon because it's traded in from a different trainer in this game. Which is definitely going to help with this fight. We got through it pretty solidly, I have to say, even though making the mistake. But wow, we're pretty good on time as well, actually. We're on pretty good pace. Cool. All right. Let's do this, actually. We're going to go into the lair. We have to go in here and do, you guessed it, Another cutscene. Now, the way you're supposed to mash in this game is you touch the touchscreen, you hold one button, and you press A as well. This is the fastest way. I just rub over the A and B buttons because for me, this works faster than the tap method. And I know a lot of USM runners watching are definitely cringing at this. There we go. And now we get to see Guzma. So Guzma used to be a villain, but no longer is. That's why there's a big X on his back, because he's no longer leader of Team Skull. He disbanded Team Skull. Now, Team Skull never really was the big villain team that they were made out to be. The Aether Foundation really was. But the theme is a bangin', and that's all we care for. My boy Guzma. Now, in this fight, I'm supposed to take out the Pharaoh with acrobatics, but I forgot to take off the grip claw. So we're just gonna hit fling and hope we don't die. It's crazy how in a marathon setting, I start to forget things that I just have like notes for on my screen here. It happens. Normally, Guzma is supposed to handle the Eradicate. I do not trust Guzma to be able to handle the Eradicate. Gonna be real. Let's hope Fling does enough damage. It does not. Refine. Okay, good RNG. We'll take it. Normally we would be done by now, but it's okay. We'll just take it out with acrobatics and we're done. Okay, I guess Goliath the bot does it for us. Cool. All right, and it's time to start the actual raid of the Team Rainbow Rocket base. So we're gonna get a free heal from Lily here, so we don't need to heal, but I do need to unequip the Grip Claw because we're gonna have a really, really nasty fight. It's gonna be a fight against the Tentacruel, and the Tentacruel is a range. Now, what does that mean when I say it's a range? What it means is normally you could take out this Pokemon within one hit. However, they have just enough defense that I need to basically roll high for that to be a one-hit KO. So if we hit the one-hit KO, I do want people to pop off here because this is a really nasty fight. Because this Tentacruel is using Toxic and Protect Spam. So let's hope we don't get stuck in that Protect Spam loop. Otherwise, every Protect that we're going to get, I'm just going to donate €5. So let's hope I don't have to spend my dinner money tonight on this fight. Please die, please die. Oh no! Okay, there's no Protect yet. Oh, that's one. Okay, one. Okay, I could donate €5. That's fine. That's the cost of one freaking dollar around here. That's fine. All right. Cool. All right. So they're going to retreat. Now, what we're raiding now is the Team Aqua site. So the puzzle that's coming up is going to be reminiscent of Team Aqua. And I want everyone, and I mean everyone, to stand up and do a T-pose. Because watch this. They're all just T-posing here. It's just grunts T-posing. It's really funny. In the original game, there are rocks between these portals that are blocking you. Here, they just don't have rocks, so they just started T-posing. It's really good. And then we have another fight coming up here. All right. I wish I could join the T-posing, but I'm gaming right now. Okay. So what we're doing now is we have Eradicate. This is also a range. No, it's not a range. It's a speed type, which means the Eradicate has enough speed to tie my Holucha's speed. So it's a coin flip who will go first. Let's hope I go first. And I go first. Perfect. Let's go Frikandel. All right. So now we are getting to... you can sit down. You can sit down. Oh my god. How long have you been standing there? Oh my god. Shout outs to the crowd. Give yourself an applause for that. Oh my god. Alright. So we got 2 more grunts. And the first grunt is just a Pharaoh. This should be fine. The second grunt is going to be a bit more nasty, but we got this grunt to take out for one quick donation. So go ahead, Xoneris.
One quick donation coming right up. We got €3 from Fox Machine saying, Hi, Naomi. Wishing you good luck with the run and looking forward to seeing you down under in a few months.
Yeah.
Ik zie je snel.
Shout out to Fox Machine. What an absolute... Oh, I love her. She's fantastic. All right, so this muck has Toxic and Minimize. If it uses Minimize, I will cry. If it uses Toxic, we're good. Let's hope it uses Toxic. Please. Because we are on PB pace. So let's keep that up. Come on, give me a Toxic muck. That is not what I want, but let's see if I can hit it. Come on, hit it, Halucha. Oh, let's go. Okay, the PB is still alive. All right, perfect. This also means I don't have to heal. We're going to see Archie. Now, Archie has different appearances across the Pokemon universe. My favorite representation is from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but it's not that version of Archie. And there's a really good reason why. The reason why is all the villains that we're fighting right now in this Team Rainbow Rocket raid, essentially, they're villains who won in their universe. So this Archie won in his universe. But the only way Archie can win in his universe if he's not from Pokemon Emerald, because Kyogre and Groudon go berserk and they can't control them, and not from Oras, because Kyogre and Groudon go berserk and they can't control them. So it has to be from Pokemon Sapphire, and that's why he looks this way. All right, I need to focus on this. So I'm gonna just lock in and enjoy the fight. My Diana has Intimidate. We have a Orb on us to speed us up. And right now it's just I need to focus. So let's go. Let's take out Archie. So we're gonna pop some axe attacks to counter the Intimidate. Thunderfang is fine. If it crits, we're kinda in a bad spot. Thunderfang, perfectly fine. We heal here. Y'all, I'm shaking right now. We heal. We don't paralyze. Perfect. And now we acrobatics. That's one. Next up is Crobat. We got a speed boost from the Adrenaline Orb. So what that means is acrobatics. Now, we have a Muck. And what that means is acrobatics. So there goes Muck. Goodbye, Muck. Bye. Now we have Sharpedo. And Sharpedo has rough skin. So if I hit it, it does 26. So that means acrobatics. And now, for the final Pokemon, we have an unusual member. Because Sharpedo is normally the ace for Archie. But in this game, Archie's ace is Kyogre. It's a legendary Pokemon. It's really tough. And that's why we use acrobatics. There's no logic to this. It's just that good. Goodbye, Kyogre, and that's the first villain done. All right, it's time for Maxie. And Maxie is really tough because throughout this game, right, there's only one Pokemon in this run that's actually dangerous, that can actually kill the run, which is Groudon. So we're just gonna hope that we don't get killed by Groudon. Now we have to fight a Golbat, which we have to hit in 2 moves. I believe it's Acrobatics and Brick Break. Let me check my notes. Yep. And I'm gonna get ready for the puzzle that was famous for Team Magma, I believe. If not, I'm misremembering. But the next puzzles that are coming up are Simon Says, and I'm actually gonna write down the sequence because I will forget. Acrobatics, so we can't kill it, that's fine. And then it's Brick Break. All right, it's time to play Simon Says. So let's see what our order will be. This one should be easy. Red, green, blue, yellow. Okay, cool. That's pretty easy. Red, green. Let's go for blue and give it up for yellow. There we go. That's the first one. The second one's going to be rough because now we have to press 6 symbols. And I will just write down because I will forget. Yellow, red, blue, green, yellow, red. Yellow, red, blue. Now this guy's going to distract us by doing an epic pose. Look at him. Whoa. We're going to go up to green, press the yellow button, and go for a red. Ideally, we end on like the right side, which we do now, so that saves a bit of time. Let's see. Go for the button. Red, green, blue, yellow, red, green, green, red. Now these are going to be a bit harder. It's red, green, blue. Because if you don't remember, you're going to have a tough time because there are fights in between. Now this guy has just a primate and we can just hit acrobatics and win. There's no universe where this guy can win against us, so we're completely fine. So we're just going to hit it with acrobatics. Come on, Frikandel, you can do this. Let's go. Now, we're going to go ahead and heal. And re-equip Grip Claw. Like so. And we were at yellow, red, green. Second fight. Now we have to watch if this Tentacruel does a barrier. If it does barrier, we're kind of in a rough spot. Because then we have to use an X attack, and we don't want to use an X attack. So let's hope it doesn't use barrier. We're gonna go for Fling. Get the max damage out of that. Oh, it does use barrier, so we have to use an X attack. It's been a while since I've seen this, but it's fine. Toxic Spikes does nothing. Acrobatics. And then we just have a Persian, which we will hit with a Brick Break, and we should be good to go. Oh, I forgot. Oh, a crit on Fake Out? That's cringe. Protect? Oh my god, who are you? You're just a random cat. Go away. Alright, cool. So let's finish. Simon Says, does anyone know what the last two colors are? I heard green and red. You are absolutely correct. There you go. Cool. So now, I will go ahead and heal because I do not trust these fights coming up. Oh, we're kind of high in health. That's fine. We have more destroys. That's fine. We have 2 more fights coming up, and then we have Maxi. Now, Maxi, same story for Maxi. In Ruby, he can win. In Emerald, he can never win. And in Omega Ruby, he can never win. So the version of Maxi that we are going to fight is from Ruby. Which I think is just so cool that they thought out those story plots all in all. Gonna hit Fling, and that should just take it out. Then we're gonna go for the second grunt. The second grunt, we have a range on Fling. If we do not hit this range, this fight will be very, very bad because all Hypno does is Thunderwave, Attract, Swagger, and Foul Play. They're all bad for us. We don't want any of those. Foul play is fine, but all the other ones, bad for us. So we're just gonna hope that we hit the fling range. If we don't, I'm gonna YOLO brick break and just hope that we get it. Fling time. Come on, hit the range, hit the range, hit the range. Perfect, perfect, good. So now we have the same story that we had for Archie. They start with a Myena, so we're gonna equip a adrenaline orb. And I'm definitely feeling the adrenaline. There we go. Because if I do this fight perfectly, we are officially on PB pace. So let's hope it goes well. Again, this Groudon is gonna be really tough. All right, so let's get ready for this. I need to focus in on this as well. So come on. Get done with talking. We don't need your yapping. Give us the Pokemon. Cool story, bro. All right, cool. So I'm going to focus in on this as well. This is a bit more of a technical fight. Because we also have to conserve any acrobatics PP that we can. And we have a high jump kick that we have to use on Groudon, which has a 5% chance of missing. Which means we're going to have a really, really, really tough time if we do miss it. And it is on Groudon. Ice Fang is fine. With 2x attacks. Ice Fang is still fine. Brick Break. We're not healing for this one. Okay. My heart is pounding. Wheezing and Crobat should be fine and easy. They're just both acrobatics. That's 1. And now we hit Crobat acrobatics, that's 2. Then the ace, Camerupt, is going to come out, which is the original ace for Maxi. And to take out the ace, we will not be using acrobatics. We will be using Brick Break. Again, we're saving some of our power points of acrobatics. Brick Break. Okay. All right. We have a 5% chance to fail this. Come on. Give me that Groudon hit. You know you want to. You know you want to. Also, canonically, Groudon is responsible for the heat here at Venray. Okay! All right. We are official on PB pace. It is possible. It is possible. We can get under an hour. It is possible. So let's see if we can do it. All right. Cool. So we're opening 2 gates. What we need to do next is we're going to go up these gates and we're going to go ahead and fight the next 2 big bosses who actually have a very similar story. I did not realize this until I was practicing yesterday and read some more of the dialogue. Apparently, Lysander wants to start a new world with the weapon that he will use for mass destruction. Fun story is, Cyrus wants to start a new world by using a god Pokemon of time or space, essentially making them very similar as villains. Also, fun story, Archie and Maxi come out to go ahead and go like, hey, why are you still here? And then they notice each other and they despise each other. So they go like, all right, let's go fight outside right now, you and me. And then they disappear. We don't know where they went to. They just disappeared. So I need to focus on this trainer. We can't avoid the trainer here behind the cat statue. I believe that's in the next room. The cat statues are a reference to Pokemon Silver, Gold, and Crystal, where the cat statues will alert a trainer. Don't get noticed. Perfect. Ah, okay, it's fine. All right, PB's kind of dead now, but that's okay. This is not a fight that we want. It's okay. We kind of have to use X attack, high jump kick on this one because these guys are kind of rough. This armor is a bit too strong for us. I miscalculated the turnaround time, which is fine. So we need to full restore because we haven't healed yet, and it will defeat Hawlucha. We don't like that. Although Crunch is pretty weak sauce. We have to use an X attack because of Intimidate. And now we have to use a high jump kick because otherwise we can't kill it. There we go. Okay, we take it. That's the last high jump kick for the run. And honestly, thank you. We don't want more of those. Hit that statue. And then we just go up here. So now we go over here. We go over here. We go over here. Alright, please get this. Then we go over here. And then we have the 2 grunts at the door. Now, fun story of this next fight. We weren't supposed to heal in the previous fight at all because we're not supposed to do the previous fight. Doesn't matter anyway because this muck is so stupid. And this is the funniest muck in the game. Watch, watch. I'm gonna do expert strats. I'm gonna kill it by using a full restore. Watch us. You will never see this again. Watch this. It uses explosion. Easy. Wow. Difficult fighting. And then we have Pharaoh, which we'll just take out with a simple acrobatics. We want to have 3 acrobatics at the end. We're at 10 right now, so please keep that in mind. Whoever can yell at me when we get to that. We have a tentacle coming up. This tentacle is kind of nasty. It uses Scald. And if we get burned, that'd be really bad. And we'd rather not get burned, because then we have to full restore again, which we don't want to. So let me go ahead and get this tentacle out of the way. Come on. So what we have to do is first we heal. Full restore. Then we X attack. No burn. Can we get it up for the second one? No burn. Oh. You sure about that? Okay then. We'll take a critical hit. I didn't even need the X attack. Alright, cool. Cool. Easy fight. Lysander is coming up. So what we're first going to do is we're going to heal Hawlucha. And then we're going to give Hawlucha the Grip Claw. Because we're going to do some more fling strats. Go. And then we talk to Lysander. Now, if you have played X and Y, this is a very famous part of the game where you have to press one of the 2 buttons to stop the destruction of the world. Now, I'm going to press the red button. So let's press the red button. That's red. They call it red. Uh-oh, I destroyed the world. Oh no. It's time to fight Lysander. There's something really cool about this Lysander fight. So before this generation of games, X and Y, they introduced, so in Generation X and Y, Generation 6, they introduced the mechanic of Mega Evolution, which was not in Generation 7 at all. So I'm kind of curious how they're gonna show off like Mega Evolution, because it's not in this game at all. Because Lysander has a Gyarados that does Mega Evolve. So we kind of said that we don't see that Gyarados at all. That's not cool. Fling. Goodbye, me and Shao. Happy to know you. We have a Hunch Crow coming up, and we're just gonna break that. What's really cool is that they brought back the music for each of the villains. We have 2 villains coming up who have absolute bangers for that theme. Cyrus, and in my opinion, Ghetsis is a banger of a theme. There's people that disagree, but they're just wrong. There's Pyroar, obviously, because Lysandre looks like a lion too. Then we have the Gyarados, and again, the Gyarados can't Mega Evolve. It's Generation 7. There's no Mega Evolution in this game. This Gyarados is kind of a wimp. It is Flying type, so I probably should use Flying type move, huh? What if I use Brick Break anyway? Oh! They brought it back just for this fight. Mega Gyarados. Look how intimidating he is. He's so big. Anyway, goodbye. And then, depending on the version you play, you have to fight either Yveltal, which we're fighting here, or Xerneas. And because we're playing Ultra Moon, we're fighting Yveltal. So we're going to fight Cyrus next, and Cyrus can either have Palkia or Dialga. So I want to hear from the crowd who you think Cyrus has, and if you have, you know, if you want to donate with your guess, just go ahead and donate. I would love to see that. So either Dialga or Palkia, make the guess. If you look it up, I would be sad because that's cheating. I heard Dialga in the back. How about everyone cheer if you think it's Dialga? Okay, I hear a couple cheers. Cheer if you think it's Palkia. Okay, Palkia is winning, so the crowd is going for Palkia. That's locked in. So everyone who said Dialga and you're wrong, donate €3. Everyone said Palkia and you're wrong, donate €3. Does that sound good? I think that sounds fair. That's not an option. It is not, because fun story about Cyrus. Cyrus can never have Giratina, and there's one simple reason why. Because if he has Giratina, he always loses. He can never win in that universe. Because again, we only have winners. They have been able to stop their player character. So, all right, moving forward. Again, this is classic Team Rocket puzzle. We all know the paths. And I know them from the top of my head. So that is the last one. Let's see, going to back, unequipped Grip Claw. That'd be pretty smart of me if I do that and heal my Pokemon. Let's go, Frikandel. All right. We're doing pretty good on time, honestly. See, 46, 47. Cool. So, we have a couple Pokemon here. We need to use Acrobatics on the Hypno. And we also need to set up for the next Grunt in a bit, who has 2 Pokemon, which is not good. Now, Hypno's warning us against a high jump kick. Hypno is a loser because he was wrong. It was Acrobatics. And now we're gonna go ahead and fight the second Grunt. So we're now at 6 Acrobatics, and I just need to count. While we're doing this fight, you can go ahead and read a couple messages, Xoneris.
Yeah, thank you so much. You remember earlier when I hinted at Pokemon games later? Well, I found them, kinda. Today later, there will actually be another Pokemon run. It's gonna be Pokemon Sapphire. And we have a couple of, or rather, we have one donation incentive, or bid war, rather, to name the Kyogre after we catch it. And currently, we already have a bunch of funny memes. We have Roar with €5. We have Wailord with €33. We have Wally with €8. And we have Ness OST with €5. So that's a bunch of funny names. So if you want to get one in, you should do that in the coming future. With that, back to you, Naomi.
Thank you very much. I don't want to give a full store. I want to use a full store. We're also going to be using a max elixir because we are already past the hurdle that we were in the pit. Go back to you. All right, it's time to fight Cyrus. Ooh, I almost made a mistake. We don't want to equip this. All right, run saved, run saved. Okay, here we go. All right. Again, there's a minority for Dialga, majority for Palkia. If you do not donate, I will be sad.
Me too.
All right. time for the Team Galactic fight against Cyrus. Fun thing about Cyrus is Cyrus doesn't know where he is, actually. Because he thinks he reset the world. He's asked if this is the new world, and then he saw Rotom as a Pokédex, and he went, "This can't be the new world. This is not what I fought for." So, time for the Cyrus fight. This guy, by the way, is like 28, and he looks like 40. All right. So we're not going for fling strats in this one because we don't need to. But we do need to take out this Houndoom because Houndoom can burn us, and that would be really bad if we try to set up on it. So we take out the Houndoom first. Then in the next Pokemon, we're going to set up with X Attack, and then we're going to take it out because it's setting up Sky Attack, and that will really hurt us. We definitely don't want that. So we're going to use one X Attack to take out this Honeycomb. This song is just so good. Can we turn up the song and just listen? Really good. Use X speed. We take his in headbutt. Take it out with Acro. Alright, and now we're set up for the Weavile. So the Weavile is just really fast and has Ice type moves, which will not only be super effective, but can also freeze us, which would be really bad. So we were essentially setting up for this thing. We take it out. One hit. Yeah, critical hit. We didn't even need to. All right, it's time. Palkia Dialga. It's time. Palkia Dialga. It's Palkia. Dialga believers, you have to donate now. It's law. It is law. There goes. By the way, I just defeated the Time God with acrobatics, just so we all know. So we're going to get a Galactic Key from Cyrus. And for those who have played Gen 4 and really love that generation, do remember that in that game, the Galactic Key breaks randomly. And it will in this game too. I think it's really fun they kept that in both games. So we use the Galactic Key. It will lower or turn on the portal. We're already almost at the end. Wow. Open the portal and open this portal. And then the dialogue will say the Galactic Key broke. Cool. Re-equip Grip Claw. And then we're going to go down here. Oh, that is not the portal. We're almost at the end, y'all. Now, we have defeated 4 of the 6 villains. So there are 2 left. Which are Ghetsis and Giovanni. And Ghetsis is right here. This is my favorite villain. I've speedrun Pokemon Black, so that's the reason why. We love Ghetsis. I am representing Team Plasma. Smirk. So we're here to take him out. And he's going to get slightly rude. Because he thinks he can take over Team Rainbow Rocket from the shadows. That's his whole spiel here. Alright, Ghetsis. I love this song. I love it personally. I can see why people don't. So we're gonna get a Cofagrigus. And we're gonna set up with X Attack, and then we're just gonna start flinging him, baby. So let's hope we don't get burned, because that would be sad. Power we're gonna X Attack again. There we go. And then we're gonna fling. Want to be sure that we can take out the team, because Power Split kind of throws a wrench in our plan. But we should be fine now. Now we're gonna use Acrobatics against Not Tauros. Goodbye, Not Tauros. Then we have the Cops of the Future, Bisharp coming in. I mean, come on, that looks like a cop. And we're gonna go ahead, Brick Break that. Goodbye, Bisharp. And now all we have left are the Ace, Hydreigon, and the Legendary, which could be either be Zekrom or Reshiram. Now, if Ghetsis is a gamer, he gets Reshiram, because Reshiram is just better than Zekrom. And of course, this Ghetsis is a gamer, so he has a Reshiram that's coming out now. And like with all legendaries, all we need to do is acrobatics. And that gets us. We are at the end of the run now. We have one more guy to fight. And we all know who he is. But before we get to that, we have this plot point of the villains are still here and they're kind of in our way. So what are we going to do to stop them? Well, what if... No. Acrobatics would stop them. No, but we have our friend Xoneris here who just invented a machine to send them back to their original timeline. And he just hates Getsus. He's such a hater. Honestly, I can see a couple tweets from him on Twitter against Getsus. It's just a big call-out post. All right. So all we have left is Giovanni. And gamers, I'm not sure. I don't know what the time is at. But we might be PBing. I see one donation, so go for it before we start this fight.
All right, I got you. So we got €3 from Valissa saying, I wouldn't want to make Naomi sad.
Thank you. I love you, Valissa. All right.
So wholesome.
So wholesome. It's time for Giovanni, baby.
The GOAT.
Now, Giovanni is really dumb. Like, actually stupid in this game. Because the dude has a duck trio, and he's just full ground type, and I'm a flying type, so all he can do is set up on my Halucha, which means he can't actually fight me. Also, we say yes to joining Team Rainbow Rocket, and he thinks it's a joke, so he's really dumb. So here we go. All right, come on. Again, this guy has never lost in his life, so this will be the biggest beatdown that he will ever get. All right, so for this fight, we're going to use 2x attack and 1 fling. After the fight, we have time for donation, but let's first focus on this fight, because we have a lot to go through. Because this Giovanni, again, has 1 in his universe. So his last Pokemon isn't Nidoking anymore. At least I believe his last Pokemon Ace was Nidoking. Or Rhydon. One of the two. Now, what's cool about this Giovanni is he's been traveling to different universes to gather new technologies to improve his team. That was not the move I was supposed to use. That's fine. It will still kill anyway. Ooh. Although this is actually kind of bad. So, anyway, back to my story. Essentially, he was able to evolve his Rhyperior. And Rhyperior, you can only get in Generation 4 through an item. He essentially got that item from Generation 4, was able to evolve his Rhydon. Alright, we have to use Fling now. Because otherwise, Acrobatics will not do enough. Will this kill? It does kill! Okay, we're so good. Okay, 2 more Pokemon left. So Nidoking, the former Ace, is coming up. And we're just gonna pummel it down. It has 0 chance. But that's not his Ace in this game. Can the crowd shout what you think the final Pokemon is? It's very obvious. I hear Mewtwo. And it's not Acrobatics. But it is indeed Mewtwo. And again, he's been gathering technologies across all the universes. So this Mewtwo can Mega Evolve into Mewtwo Y, which in my opinion is the best Mewtwo. Look at him. But we have Acrobatics, so we win. All right. And now we just mash for a whole bunch. So let's read those 2 donations, and then I'm going to do my outro. We are at a 58. Oh, okay, wait. We are on PB pace. But go ahead, read those 2 donations. I'm just going to be matching.
All right, I got you. We got €3 from someone saying, bang a run so far. Good luck on the tail end of it. Donating my use for guessing wrong. And we got another €3 from Time Meister Box saying, my time to be correct will come.
Honestly, well done to people holding up on their end of the deal. All right, we are just mashing. The timer will end when it says on-screen team episode R, the end. I will call it out, don't worry. So, we defeated Team Rainbow Rocket, the ultimate villain team. They've all seen defeat for the first time. And that means my run has come to an end, unfortunately. And this was my final run for BSG as well. So thank you, BSG, for having me. Thank you to the fantastic crowd behind me. I will be working in the background, making sure the schedule stays on time. That is my job. And also fixing Google Sheets, funnily enough. You can find me on my Twitch channel, NaomiiiPlays, with 3 eyes. And yeah, I will do a shout to Christian. Christian was supposed to be here, but he got really sick. So shout out to Christian, everyone. Come on. We love Christian. We're almost at the end, so we're just going to be mashing. I'm looking at the time. It's not going to be sub-hour. But everyone, this is a PB. We are at a PB. I also got 55 big nuggets. So, nuggies! All right. So come on. My thumb is hurting, by the way. I'm mashing like there's no tomorrow. Yes, Lily, existential crisis. We get it. Go away. Yes. Yeah, bye. Goodbye. Please give me my PB. Oh, also, funny thing, we might see Giovanni come back in the next... in one of the next games. Probably not, but he's going through the multiverse to continue his grand scheme. So we'll see how it goes. All right, get ready on time tech. We are almost there. Once it says episode R, the end, it is end of the time. So get ready. I don't need to mash anymore, but I'm conditioned now. Time. Let's go! And that's a PB of officially 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So we'll take that. We're almost sub-hour. So I'm going to be with this run at Frame Fatales next week as well. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. Thank you. Back to you, Xoneris.
Yo, thank you so much, Naomi. Can we get another round of applause for Naomi here? Yeah, thank you so much for defeating the villains once again in Pokemons. Friends, we'll be jumping into a quick intermission. Once we're back, we get to see some very cool thing. We get to see some Lethal Company speedruns. So if that's a game you fancy, you should totally stick around because it's going to be absolutely wild. Also, my time here at hosting has come to an end.
Aww.
Once we come back, you'll be hearing the glorious voice of my friend Ulvind. So please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with a lot more cool stuff. Don't go anywhere.